Hello guys, welcome to today's video and thanks for joining me. So today I'm doing an inspired by video from the lovely Scrimping Mommy, who's Amanda on YouTube. She's got a lovely Facebook group as well, very talented lady, and she made these faux vintage cabinet cards. So I've had a little play off camera just making one. I just thought they were really lovely, so I thought we'd make some of these today. I'll leave a link in my description to Amanda's YouTube channel and also to her Facebook group as well if you want to go over and have a look. So yeah, let's make a couple of these. I'm just going to make two. So I've just got an A4 cream cardstock, and you want to cut it down to, let me just check my measurements. You want a piece, where have I put my sticky notepad? 3 3/4. You're going to keep the length, but you want the width at 3 3/4. So let's just cut one and another one, 3 3/4. Okay, and then you want two pieces of 3 1/8 by 4. These are going to be what makes your cabinet cards. So let me just cut them down at 4. Let's just cut that in because it's straight. That's 4, and what was it, 3 1/8. I should be able to get them both out of here, I think. 3 1/8, so there's one, and these are going to make your cabinet card that goes inside. Just why I've got my trimmer on my desk now. 3 1/8. Okay, so we've got our 4 pieces, 2 for the bases and 2 for the cards. So I can move my trimmer out the way now. And you want your scoreboard if you've got a scoreboard. If not, you just have to measure and do a pencil line. So on your 2 pieces here, you're going to score. You're going to put the short edge at the top, and you're going to just score 1/4 of an inch. Can you see there, guys? Yeah, 1/4 of an inch on each side. So I'm going to go down that way and then turn it round, and 1/4 of an inch on there, and then the same with this one. 1/4 of an inch. Oh, that's not straight. And 1/4 of an inch on there. Right, let's pop that away. Okay, just move that to one side for a bit. Don't need that. Right, we're just going to burnish these score lines that we've done. Let me just keep my 2 pieces together there, then I don't get mixed up. We'll leave that one on the desk there. Yeah, I thought they were really lovely. She made them a while back, but I was busy making journals and that, so I just thought I just fancied doing some things that I've been wanting to do for a while. So you're just going to burnish your score lines, and the same with this one. Yeah, Amanda's really talented lady. She makes some beautiful things, and she's a lovely lady as well. Yeah, she really is. She's got a lovely Facebook group. Okay, so what we're going to do, you can score them if you want. I'm just going to fold mine in half. Just make sure you get them straight, and I'm just going to use my bone folder, and there's one. I'm just going to open it out while I fold it, and then this one, fold in half like that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to cut off these 2 pieces at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just notch in these 2 pieces, you know, your 2 strips that we've just scored. I'm going to notch in there and then just get rid of the score lines. There's one. Let's just, and then the same with this one. Just take your time cutting. Notching that a little bit more. I've missed a bit. So it's like that. So these pieces are going to fold up. So let's do this other one as well. Just get rid of my bits and pieces. Okay, so again I'm just going to notch in and cut up the score lines. There's one. Same with this side. Okay. Right, just wanted to tidy that up. I've not put that straight. There we go, that's better. Okay, so you want your flappy bits this at the bottom, and that's your bottom and that's your top. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to flick it over, and then we want to make the aperture in the middle. Now I've got a die cutting machine and I've got a little die here. It's just this one that I've found in my stash. If you haven't got a die cutting machine, then you could perhaps just draw one freehand and cut round it, or if you've got a shape that you can draw around. I'm trying to think what else. If you stamp something, cut around it, you know, just to make your aperture in the middle. It doesn't matter what it is, but I've just got this out of my stash. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. So I'm just going to put it on there like that. Right, I'll just pause the camera and I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm back. So I've put my aperture in. Let's just be careful taking that off there. I've just got some tape on it to hold it. And I'll keep hold of these little bits because they might come in handy for something. Yeah, right, so let's put my die somewhere that I don't lose it. Just pop it over there. Okay, so what we're going to do now, so as you can see, we've now got our aperture there. So what we're going to do is we're going to, where have I put the cards? I'm going to do the 2 cards first. Now on this one, I stamped around the card as well. I thought it looked quite nice stamped around the edge. So I'm going to do the same, but you don't have to do the stamping if you don't want to. It's entirely up to you. You can embellish it however you want. I'm just showing you sort of the structure. So I've got some more images here. Let's choose 2 more images. These are a download from Anna at Pink Monarch Prints. I've just printed them off. We'll have that one. And which other one should we have? It's on the bottom. That one and that one, I think. That lady there. Okay, so there's my 2 images, what I'm going to use. I'm just going to trim them down a little bit more. So there's one, and there's the other. Okay, so there's my images. Oh, I've not done that straight. Let's just get rid of this scrap. Just move that off my desk. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stick our pieces. Oh, is that the... I'm throwing the card away that I need for the... Yeah, I'm throwing it away. So we're going to stick our images in the middle of our cards. Let me just find my glue. My desk's a mess as per usual, guys. I can't see anything. Just making sure I'm on camera. Yeah, I'm just going to stick this down. Okay, so stick it sort of central like that. And then the same with this one. In the middle. Right, I'm going to vintage them up a little bit with my, I've got 2 inks. I've got Vintage Photo and I've got tea dye. Amanda used the same and they work nicely together. So I'm going to start off with my tea dye. And I'm just going to ink around the edge. And if you want it darker, you can go over it with your Vintage Photo. I think I'll just go around the edges with my Vintage Photo. Can you see there the difference with and without the ink? How are we doing, guys? Are we all okay? I hope so. Beautiful, beautiful weather we've got at the moment, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, it's beautiful. It really is. Sun's shining. Right, I'm just going to go around my edges with my Vintage Photo a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to stamp around my photos again, or should I? No, I'm not. I'm not going to stamp around my photos this time. I don't know whether I like it or not. Would they have had stamp, like, gold around the photos? I'm not sure, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave my photos as they are and just stamp around the pocket bit. Right, so there's our cabinet cards. So we'll just put them to one side for the moment. And what we're going to do now is we're going to glue our sides up. So just put a little bit of glue on each side. I'm coming to the end of this, I know I am. Right up the top. Okay, and do your best to try and close it without getting glue everywhere like I'm going to. There we go. Oh look, I've got glue on my hands and I've marked it all. Let me just grab a wet wipe. Just wipe my hands. Never mind, I can put some ink over that, it's fine. And let's do the same with this one. It only needs a little bit of glue. I've gone too heavy handed with the glue. Right, let's turn this one up as well, like so. So that's our little pockets. Right, are we straight there? Yes, we are. Right, so what I'm going to do again is I'm just going to do some inking. Let's just get rid of that glue. Pop them over there for a minute. I'm going to start off again with my tea dye. And I'm just going to ink over them. And the same with this one. It's a nice colour, this tea dye, for vintage when you don't want it really dark. This is a distress ink. I like the inks. I like the distress inks, to be honest. I think I prefer the inks more than the oxides, although I've got most of the oxides and not many of the inks. But I like the inks. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around my edges again, just with my vintage photo. And then the same with this one. Okay, so if you've got a little border stamp in your stash, can you see around the edges there where I've stamped the border? If you've got anything like that, if not, do a doodly border with a pen. You know, have a look in your stash. I've got this one. I've had this in my stash forever and a day, to be honest. So it'd be nice to get this out and use it. And I don't know whether to do a different one. Yeah, let's do that one this time. We'll do two different ones. So what I'm going to do, let me just make sure I'm the right way around. I've got my stamping block. I'm just going to put my little border stamp. These were just from eBay, these. They were only coppers, only cheap things. Yeah, let me just find my, I'm just looking for my brown ink. What have I done with it? Oh, it's here. I'm using archival ink in coffee. So I'm just going to ink up my border stamp. And then I'm just going to go around my edges. That's that one. And then this one. And you see there we go, that looks nice, doesn't it, just with that border. Right, let's choose a different one. We'll have 3 different ones. Which one should we go with this time? Let's have that swirly one. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same again, put it on my block. I'm trying to make sure it's straight-ish. Okay. Do this one. Which way around are we? Yeah, that way. Doesn't matter anyway because I'm going to stamp all around the edge. So one. And finally, so there we go, we've done that little bit of stamping. Let me just pop these back on here then I don't lose them. I was wondering when the day had come when I'd want to use these border stamps, and it's arrived. Right, okay, so that is our stamping done. Now, as you can see on this one, I'll just show you. I've just stamped a little floral image and fussy cut around it. I've inked over this one, but I think I'm going to do what Amanda suggested you could do, and she said try stamping on black card and using gold embossing powder to heat set it. So I thought we'd have a go at that and see what that looks like. Got a piece of black card here. Let's just cut that down because I don't need it that big. So I'm going to stamp two lots. Just move that wet wipe, just put that over there. Right, where's my little stamp gone? I'm using one of these here. Again, this is something I've had in my stash for ages. This is just a Spellbinders little stamp set. I'm going to use the smallest one because there's not much sort of room at the top for anything bigger. So I'm going to stamp this 4 times with my embossing ink, my Versamark. Right, there's 1. Oh, there's loads of ink on there. 2, 3. I re-inked it and I think I've done it a bit too much, to be honest. Right, let's get some embossing powder. I'm just going to put it onto this. I'm just using Paper Mania gold embossing powder. If it doesn't look nice, I'll just stamp some and cut them out. We'll just have a look and see what it looks like. Okay, so there's my flowers stamped. So let's just put this back in here. Right, I'm just going to grab my heat gun because it's on a little hook under my desk. Right, I'm just going to turn my heat gun on, let it just get warm, and then I'm going to heat set these, and then I'm going to fussy cut them, and then I'll be back to you.
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should've told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed.
So I have stamped them and they look really nice in the gold. I'm quite pleased with them. I think they'll look nice. Can you see there? They look really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them on the front, but before I do that I'm going to stamp on the back because just a little label stamp, and this is a Do Crafts. Oh, I don't know what it's called. I've had it a long time. It's just like music, I think it's called. Musicality. Amanda stamped a frame on the back, you know, where they would sort of have the name of who the photographer was and that, like in the olden days. So I'm going to do the same. Let me just make sure I stamp it the right way. That's the top. So this is, like I said, just a frame. If you've got a little frame stamp in your collection, or try and draw one if not, maybe. So it's a bit bigger than I'd like, but the other ones I've got are even bigger, so we'll have to just go with this one. I'm just going to stamp across the bottom, you know, where the photographer would sign, or the photographer's name would be printed probably, I would imagine. Yeah, so that's them. Right, let's just move that out of the way and let's put these cabinet cards in. And they just fit in perfect with Amanda's measurements. They look really nice. I'm pleased with these, I really am. Like I said, I've been wanting to have a go for ages, but I've just not had the time. I've been busy making journals and yeah, what have I done there? There we go. Come on, why aren't you going in? Let's put you in straight. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a little slither just off the edge. It's just catching a little tiny bit. Just put the ink back over it. I must have not cut it. That's better. That's better. Right, so let's stick these little flowers on then. Where's my glue gone? Oh, it's not working now. What's the matter with it now? Come on. Oh dear me. Why do they always do this when you're doing something? Let's see if we can get a bit out of this one. Otherwise I've got to go and start in my cupboard. Oh yeah, we've got enough in here I think just to stick these little flowers down. So I'm going to stick one at the top there. Oh, we've put too much glue on that. And then one at the bottom. Like that. Yeah, they look nice, don't they, with the gold? That's just the stamping, and then that's the gold and black. And then this one, which way do I want it? That way. Put that one on. Where's the other one gone now? Oh dear me, how can you lose something that's just been sat on your desk? Where's it gone? It's here. Right, which way are we going with that one? That way. Okay, bit of glue on there. And we're done, guys. Really easy, aren't they? But really lovely, fantastic idea of Amanda's. Like I said, I'll leave links to Amanda's channel and her Facebook group. So as always, guys, thank you so much for stopping by to watch. Take care, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.